Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to part 2 of my video trying to repair the Mazda 5. Right, as you can see, it's exactly as we left it in the last video. Here's the broken bit, which I previously attempted to glue on with JB Weld and failed miserably. So the plan was I was going to remove the aircon compressor completely and try and get another one. So I phoned around all the scrap yards locally. Apparently nobody ever scraps Mazda 5s. Well, I've done research, and apparently Mazda 3s and some of the Mazda 6s are the same compressor, although it's a different magnetic clutch. But we've got a new one of them anyway. But anyhow, having looked at it, watched a video online of someone removing one, and he could get at the two pipes for the gas in and out. On this car you can't do that because the alternator's in the way. Now I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I have zero mechanical skills. I'm not a mechanic, an engineer, technician, none of those things. I'm actually absolutely clueless. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I'll make it up as I go along. I just can't afford to pay anyone to do it anymore. So, come up with a brainwave. Don't know if this is going to work. We're not going to worry about the aircon on the car. We've still got the big pulley. We've got the magnetic clutch part there. And we've got this bit of bolts on the front with a nut in the middle. See the nut there? With bolt, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to try and re-glue it again with a JB Weld. But instead of using a clamp, I'm very carefully, after I've glued this bit, going to slide that piece on and then use this piece just to bolt it in place. And if I do the bolt up tight and hold it in place, hopefully it will stay there. And it will allow this to spin, which will mean I can put the belt back on and at least get the car running. Or at least that's the plan. Of course it depends on the JB Weld setting again. So anyway, I've got a Mikol cordless with the wire ending. I'm going to give it a clean round. Can't do it one-handed, but just show you what I'm going to do. Just give it all a good clean round there. I should do the same on this bit, clean off the old JB Weld. And, just give it a clean out, best I can. And then we'll put it together and clamp it up and see what happens. Leave it for 2 days again. It's a lot warmer now than it was. When I done it the last time, it was all around the freezing mark, and I just don't think the JB Weld went off properly, even though I left it for 2 days. Well, it's a balmy 7 degrees today, and they forecast that it's going to be around about 5-6 degrees tonight, so I'm hoping this will make it set a lot better, and the stuff might actually hold. Anyhow, I'm going to get on and brush this off, clean it up a little bit with a wire wheel, and we'll mix the stuff up, stick it on, and then see if we can actually do the trick. Right, well, forget all what I just said, guys. I've cleaned it up. I've got the plate there. I could muck about with washers and make it work, but basically this bit does not do up tight on that to hold it in place. There's a gap. I think this is slightly floating when it's on there. I've tried different ways to try and figure it out, and I can't figure it out. And to be honest with you, I don't think the JB Weld would hold it. The pressure of this belt when it's on there and running, I just don't believe that it would hold. So there's no alternative that I can think of. That aircon pump has got to come off, and that's way beyond my skill set. I can't even see that, but I can see the 2 bolts around the side here. Is that in camera? There's 2 bolts there that actually hold it to the engine. They're easy enough to undo. It's the actual pipes for the gas. Well, I can't see how to get them off, because we'll see here, here's the aircon, and this is the alternator, the bottom of the alternator here. So there is just no way of actually getting on them unless you sort of come up from here, from side on, and try and get them with a spanner. You'll never get them with a socket. Yeah, I'm a little bit lost now. I mean, it's a case of going and knocking the neighbour's door, who's a bit more savvy than I am, and see if I can draft him into giving me a hand. But, yeah, not good. So, doing it on my own without any help so far. I managed to get the two pipes off. Very easy to undo. Only 10mm, little 10mm nut or 10mm bolts. That's the left hand one. That's the right hand one. Don't want to mix them up because they're different lengths. I shall screw them back in to the unit when I get it off. No outcropping of gas. This is the one that was on the left. There is some sort of green. Hang on, get it in camera. There we are. I'll try and get it in focus. Some sort of green fluid coming out of them. Some sort of oil, I think it is. I'm not sure what it is. And that's the right hand one. The same. Some sort of green fluid, but no gas. So, I don't know if gas goes down those pipes or they're the pipes that go to the intercooler. I have no idea. I was expecting an outcropping of gas. But maybe this system doesn't work like that. I don't know. So what I can see now is there's two bolts here, one there, one there. I think the camera's picking this up, I hope so. I think they're 13mm looking at them. I can't see anything else holding it on. No, that's a sump nut under there. I don't know if there's something, no, that's where the pipe went on. That might be one there. That could possibly be holding it on there, but that looks like this, the same as that, so there's one in each corner. I think they're just part of the unit. So hopefully, if I undo those two, it's going to come off, but we shall see. Well, that's the end of sports for today. Basically, they're not 13, they're 14mm. And the only socket I could find that I had with an extension bar that would fit it was 3/8 drive, and I couldn't shift it. They're just in there too solid. I was either going to strip the socket or strip the nut. So it's pretty much abandon it now, go upstairs, order a 14mm 1/2" drive socket off Amazon, and whenever that turns up we shall try again. I'm sure I can do it with a 1/2" drive, because I've got a much longer handle on that, and I can put a bar on it as well. But yep, that's pretty much the end of sports for today. Right guys, morning. Yes, it's actually morning by about another 5 minutes. Welcome to part 2, day 2. So we left it yesterday. There's two bolts, all that I can see, left to undo. They're 14mm. I couldn't touch them because I only had 3/8 drive, and it just wasn't man enough to do them. They're really on there. I needed a 1/2" drive. So the plan was go upstairs, go on Amazon. They had them, £4.50 a pot, but they were a 2-day delivery. And I really wanted to get on it today because the weather for tomorrow is rain. So I did a Google search, and of all the places, I literally can't get over it, B&Q. £1.49. 1/2" drive, 14mm. So, yeah, the shop that I can't stand, that I normally got no time for because they're just too expensive, it was ready in like 20 minutes. Ordered it online, £1.49. Chuffed to bits with that. So anyway, we'll get that ready. We'll go and get the tools, and we'll make a start and see if we can get these things undone. Right, the two bolts are out. The 1/2" drive worked perfect. I had to make a bit of an extension for the ratchet. A bit of old pipe I found. It did the job. They cracked and they come off quite easy. That's the two bolts there. Again, one shorter than the other, so I've laid them out how they came off. Of course, there's no guarantee the replacement pump's going to be the same type of fitting. Now, I can't see anything else holding that on when it's wedged on there solid. So, been and got the concrete hammer. Oh, before I go any further, if anyone's going to do this, little word of caution. You might have noticed I wasn't wearing gloves when I did it yesterday, and I got some of that, I don't know what it is, some sort of fluid oil stuff on my hands. And after I washed my hands yesterday, they was as itchy as could be. So I wore latex when I've just undone those. So if you're going to do this, wear latex gloves or something. But anyway, we're going to give this a little tap and see if I can get it to move. If it doesn't, there's obviously something else holding it. Yeah, this isn't moving. Right, there's obviously something somewhere else holding this. So we're going to have to do a bit of investigation. Right, so having looked at it, I think I've gone about this the wrong way. Because the camera's never going to see this, I can't even see it. But there's a recess there. Right there. Oh, hang on. Just in there. Hopefully the camera can see it. There's a recess just there. And it looks like there's a bolt inside that goes through to the car, to the engine. And there's no way of getting that one undone without taking all this gubbins off here, which I can't even see what's holding it on. However, having looked at it, there are 4 through bolts at the front here. One there, one there, one there, and one just there. Just there, just there. So I'm thinking I don't actually have to take the bracket off. And if I undo those 4 bolts, it's going to come off. So they look like 10mm. Yeah, I think they're 10mm. So we'll go and get a 10mm socket, and we'll have a crack at undoing those and see if it comes off. Right, well, it turns out that these are the 4 you want to undo, because those 3 are out. I've left that one in there just for the minute, just to show you. I don't even know if the camera's seeing it or not. That one up there is still in, and as you can see, it's hanging off, so we don't have to undo this bracket at all. So we're learning. The only problem I've got, it's a weird problem, these bottom 2 I managed to get a drill bit socket on. That one fits perfect. So these 2 I zipped off with the electric drill, or the cordless drill. The top 2, my ratchet sockets, 12mm again, don't fit. So I'm having to do them by hand with a spanner, which is soul destroying. Because at no point do they become finger tight. You've still got to do them with a spanner all the way off. But it's coming off. I just thought I'd show you that before I take it off. Right, so here she is. Here's the offending article that's caused me so much grief. Don't know what that bit does. We finally worried it off. But here's what she looks like. So we'll now see if we can get a replacement. There's the busted end there, the bit that caused all the trouble. Right. Oh, what a relief. I'm so pleased I finally worried it off. So there you go. No skills, no idea, and I managed it. Right guys, it's now decision time. See if we can point this out. Looked online, eBay and all the rest of the places. Found one on eBay, £75 for a Mazda 5. Exactly the same, definitely the right one. Had a good look at the pictures, taken pictures of this and compared them. However, for £30 cheaper, I have found one off a Mazda 6, 2012, 2018 I think it is. I could be wrong. Again, exactly the same unit. However, what Mazda did when they made them, if you look here, there's 2 holes either side. One there, one there. Now my one, the pipe, comes in from this side and it screws in through that hole there, which is tapped. The one that's £30 cheaper for the Mazda 6, the pipe bolts from this side, so that hole is the one that's tapped. I have no way of knowing whether both holes have been tapped on that one, because they've basically, typical scrapyard, they've just chopped the pipes and left it connected. Apart from that, everything is identical. So I either take a chance and buy one for the 45 quid, which I'm all for saving money because I don't have a lot, and hopefully the pipe will go the other way round anyway. There'll be enough pipe there to get it on. If there isn't, I've then got to try and tap out this hole, and like I've said, I'm no engineer, I'm no mechanic, I'm not a technician. If that isn't painfully obvious to everybody by now, the job I've had getting this off, you know, a mechanic would have had it off in 10 minutes, it's taken me 2 days. But anyhow, so that's the gamble I've got to take at the minute. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to upload the video today, this evening, and somebody please tell me what I should do. Should I pay the 75 quid for the Mazda 5 one that is exactly the same and will definitely fit, or should I take the chance and buy the Mazda 6 one where the fitting fits on that side instead of this side, and can I twist the pipe and make it fit? Or how hard would that hole be to tap out? And can you buy a tap? I presume you can somewhere. Anyhow, that's the question. What do I do, guys? Do I buy the Mazda 5 one for £75? Or do I buy the Mazda 6 one for £45 and take a chance that it doesn't fit? No idea at this end, of course. It's got a magnetic clutch on it like they all have. I'm hoping it's exactly the same one, but until you actually get it and put the old one against it and check the thickness and the diameter, you've got no way of knowing. But I presume they're going to be exactly the same. If they're not, it's not going to be a massive job to change them. I've got 2 here now. I've got the old one that I took off this one, and I've got a brand new one sat in a box, which, to be honest, I'd like to use because it was 60 odd quid, so I'd like to use the new one. But anyhow, that's the dilemma. I'll repeat it one last time. Please, please, please leave a comment and let me know. Do I buy the Mazda 5 one, or do I buy the Mazda 6 one? And of course the other hardship is I won't really know until I've put this, well, I suppose I could put it on with one bolt and see if the pipe fits. But I might actually do that now, actually. Yeah, I might try and put this back on and see if the pipe would go the other way round and the screw reaches that one. We might try that. But anyway, leave a comment. It's getting late in the day now, to be honest with you. I don't really want to do much more. I just want to pack up and put stuff away. So yeah, leave a comment. Do I buy the Mazda 5 one, the correct one, which is 30 quid more? Or do I take a chance and get the Mazda 6 one, which is 30 quid cheaper? And I'll go with whatever everybody says, and we'll order it on Monday. Today's Friday, so you've got 2 days to get your ideas in. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. My continuing struggles with the Mazda. Of course, we've still got to rebuild the front. And the DPF is far from done. I've got a problem at the minute that when I run the engine, it's stuck in regen mode, which it wants to do when the engine's cold. So it's basically just filled the DPF up with diesel. So if I tighten it up onto the downpipe again, it just stalls the engine out because it's just clogged up full of diesel. But hopefully when I've got this running, when I fix the aircon so I can put the belt on so I can run the engine, I can then plug it in and I should hopefully be able to reset that. That's what we're hoping anyway. And then we'll start on the front. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, please leave a comment, even if it's just call me an idiot and I shouldn't be touching cars because I don't know what I do or what I'm doing. You won't offend me, I promise. I've heard a lot worse. But thanks for watching. Leave a comment. If you're getting any enjoyment out of these videos, I mean, they're painful for me, so I'm hoping somebody's enjoying them. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a dislike if you didn't. And if you want to follow the story, remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell. Otherwise you won't have a clue whether we ever get it going again. It's been 3-4 months now since I had the original sort of smack with it. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a mechanic. I'm a full-time carer, so I don't get a lot of money. Thanks for watching, and see you all again soon. Bye for now.